What is up, guys? So the latest April Gacha revenue is finally out, and let us talk about it right now. So let us start with the new kid in town, NTE. So where does NTE fall? I mean, this isn't really fair because NTE released on 29th, so he only has like 2 days. But let's take a look. So NTE lucky number is 22. It even says here new, and it clocks up to $6 million in just 2 days. So that is phenomenal. This game is definitely popular, as you can tell from all the ads from the Twitter and everywhere. You cannot avoid this game at all, and which is why I'm also playing this game right now. But you know, this is just 2 days, so we gotta wait for until the next month to really see NTE's true potential and their true rates. So 22 in all gacha games. I mean, I think this is all mobile gacha games. It's above stuff like 7 Deadly Sins. I mean, 7 Deadly Sins did gain up to 2 million more. They improve a lot. Above Onmyo G, above Cookie Run, above Reverse 1999, above all these okay games, somewhat popular games that has aged a little bit. Above, Manga Star Dive is here too. I mean, I didn't cover this game, but it's okay. It's 4 million. I think that's pretty good for a normal mobile game. Azure Lane, I mean, I think we're done looking at all the less performer. Okay, now since we're already down, the only way to go is to go up. Dragon Ball Legends is still around at 21, just above NTE. Infinity Nikki, a bit of drop. Battle Cats, what even is this? Hatsune Miku Colorful Stage, Project Sekai, also at 6 million. Big increase. And Zenless Zone Zero here. This is a big topic. People are talking about that the game is falling off. And the statistics shows this. The math is mathing. Going down by 6. It's at the 17, not even in the top 10 anymore. It went from 16 million to 7 million. Now, what character is responsible for this downfall? The current banner is Chisia in the second half and Nangongyu at the first half. And I think they're continuing the Angels of Delusion arc. I think it's almost finished. And then Seed rerun, Yidhari rerun. I think the reruns are also the reason that this game wasn't too popular. They reran one of the least popular ones, like Yidhari. I'm not too sure about Seed. I think Zenless Zone Zero is only going to be taken seriously in the next patch with Promea and S-Rank Billy. So right now, it's just Zenless Zone Zero downtime. But as you guys know, Zenless Zone Zero also just announced Season 3 with all their new character designs, lineup, and all up. And this got massive backlash. People are saying that this game just looks like Honkai Star Rail now. It lost its Season 1 identity. It's no longer Zenless Zone Zero. It is Zenless Star Rail. And to add more fuel to the fire, there's only one new male character. So Zenless Zone Zero is back again. You know it's bad when even the Gunner players also don't seem to like it. So Zenless Zone Zero has one more good patch, and then it might be downhill unless they fix something. A lot of controversy with Zenless Zone Zero on the internet right now, so might cover it in later, especially on Twitter. Even on the Japanese part, you see a lot of tweets about Zenless Zone Zero with their character design. Even the target audience is not target audiencing anymore. Hopefully, Zenless Zone Zero start going back to their roots. I mean, they don't have to go 1-to-1, but bring back characters like Julian, Bernice, Qingyi, Hugo, Lighter 2. Yushen is pretty good. I think that's just the problem with Zenless Zone Zero. They have a lot of really popular cool characters, and then they just have a lot of fillery, generic type of character design. And then a lot of the really cool male character design are all also kind of they get overshadowed and power crap by Void Hunters and more popular characters as well. So hopefully Zenless Zone Zero can make some changes before its revenue looks like a zero. Okay, enough about ZZZ. We have Dokkan Battle still around. Dokkan Battle actually better than Dragon Ball Legends. I have not played Dokkan Battle in years, but I still do remember Dokkan Battle music. It's the best. Uma Musume 9. I don't know if this big drop from 34 million to 9 million means anything. Maybe someone can tell us what happened. Maybe it's intentional or just nothing happened. FGO 10 million. Puzzles and Dragons. I don't know what this is. And now Wuthering Waves with their anniversary. Now their new banner only released 2 days ago. So this month kind of barely count. But you know, first 2 days is still like a massive launch period. Wuthering Waves did improve by a lot. They got like 2 more millions, now 13 million. I think Hiyuki just dropped and everyone rushing to get Hiyuki. I think I did roll on the last banner. There was a Chilyuan rerun. I did get him. I mean, I didn't spend money on it, but I did contribute it to the banner pulls. They also just reran a lot of characters like Phoebe, Zany, Linnea. I think all these reruns kind of like contribute to the game not earning that much. All saving up for the super anniversary Hiyuki character. Word on the street, by street I mean Twitter, is that Wuthering Waves is still not getting that much banner revenue or like buzz. Some say that Hiyuki is not very good, not super popular, but not for me. I really like Hiyuki. Character designs very special, extremely white, very traditional Japanese style. I tried to roll for her, but like I lost 50-50 in the first 10 pull, and now I need to find the time to like try to get more pulls in it. So hopefully I could get Hiyuki, and then I'll try to play the game again. But you know, it's hard to find time to play multiple gacha games nowadays. And up next is Ark Knights Endfield. And this is actually better than I expected. I know it's like going down by like 4. The revenue is also down by like a few million, like 5 million. But that's still like a tier higher than Wuthering Waves and even Zenless Zone Zero. They actually got 10 more millions to compare to Zenless Zone Zero. I think Ark Knights Endfield is actually power creeping Wuwa and Zenless Zone Zero. So this is in April, right? When did Zhongfangyi release again? I mean, I know it's April, but like what day specifically? We need to analyze this phenomenon right this instance. I don't know why I need to search up. Like, I think it's because I'm playing NTE right now. I'm starting to forget what happened in Enfield, even though this is like the main game that I played. Okay, so Zhongfangyi released in the middle of April 17. What was the last character again? Rosie, right? Was it Rosie? Okay, so it was Rosie and Zhongfangyi banner. Mostly Rosie. And before Rosie, so this 17 million is from Rosie and Zhongfangyi. Zhongfangyi has been out for some time now, so I think most people that rolled for her already got her. And then before this, it was Tang Tang and Yvonne. So the characters I like more also got more revenue. But I like Zhongfangyi too. And we're seeing a bit of drop for Enfield, but it's not a big drop. I think I can explain this minor drop. First, I think Rosie is not too popular. She's a child character, and she's also like from Valley 4, so she's not Chinese maxing enough. And second is that Zhongfangyi released, right? And Zhongfangyi is a main push. But also at this time, they gave a lot of free pulls. They gave a lot of like monthly pass, a lot more free pulls in all the regions and stuff. So I think it's because all the free-to-play pulls is contributing to people spending less money, which kind of explains this somewhat drop. And also just reduced interest from like the mainstream casuals. A lot of them might be just going to play NT towards the end of April. Since I do believe that when gacha games offer a lot of like free-to-play pulls, they do actually get more revenue instead because people are more interested in it. But you know, it's a small drop, but we still gotta worry about Enfield's future. I think Enfield, as of right now, it's already at like their 3rd month, and they're still like on top of like things like Wuthering Waves and Zenless Zone Zero. So I think Enfield is actually looking quite good. It's just that the next month might be really bad too, since the next month is also Zhongfangyi banner until May 22nd, and we don't know what the next character is. And then there's like one like random 4-in-1 rerun in like May 12 or something. So next month, my prediction for Enfield, it might drop even harder. Unless the next character is Mifu or Camille. Other than that, they need to lock in with the next character. But other than that, I think Enfield is still doing quite good. I think one leg that Ark Knights Enfield has against things like NTE is that they have a core fan base of Ark Knights, which makes them be able to stand on their own a bit better. But you know, seeing a small drop like this, it's kind of expected, but you know, it's not very happy to see it. I'm moving on to next. Nikkei is pretty crazy now, all the way to 21 million. I might be underestimating this game. And then OG Ark Knights, actually even crazier, went from 9 million to 21 million. A lot of people on Twitter are saying that, how is Ark Knights this big without it being like an open world or like a Hoyoverse top tier type of game? I think a lot of these just have like a very dedicated niche community to help fund the game. Pokemon TCG, small drop. Naruto for China, doing good. I don't think we ever played this game, But you know, it's good to see Naruto here. SD Gundam, probably some niche Japanese stuff again. Big increase from 8 million to 27 million. Love and Deep Space, another massive whale game. Small drop, and then we're going to the top 2. And this time, Honkai Star Rail edges out Genshin Impact. Now, I'm gonna talk about these two together, but gonna start with Star Rail. Went from 30 million to 58 million. I think we already know what's happening. It's Silver Wolf. Everyone and their mother was playing Star Rail at April. I think Honkai Star Rail really cannibalized the rest of these games by a bit, honestly. The last Planet Arcadia quest was good. Silver Wolf, Evanesia is coming in the next banner. A lot of reruns. They announced a new blade. Everything is just going well for Star Rail. And they also have like their anniversary and concert coming up. I mean, people say the concert is like being downgraded, but like hopefully not. And what was Star Rail last character again? I swear I play these games every day, but I cannot remember what was the last character. Okay, last month it was Asheville. I don't know if Sparksy was in March. I think she probably was in like early March. So I think this means that Asheville just wasn't that much popular. I think even among the male character fans, he's not that popular. Very overshadowed by like Blade and Danheng recently. So Honkai Star Rail, they had like Sparksy, which was really popular, and Asheville, which is okay, but you know, still crazy popular. And then Silver Wolf and Evanesia. As you guys know, this is the Silver Wolf number that they're giving us, 58 million. And when Evanesia came out, I think it might be even crazier. A lot of people are arguing about whether Silver Wolf or Evanesia is more popular, which one is the main push. They say some theorize that maybe Evanesia was originally going to be the anniversary character and then they just changed it to Silver Wolf. But I don't know. I think both of them are like anniversary characters. I mean, pink hair in Star Rail equals good. So I predict Honkai Star Rail is probably going to be the #1 game again in the next month. And then next is Genshin Impact. Now Genshin Impact has no changes at all. Last month it was 2, now it's also 2. Even the revenue is almost like the same. It's like 40 million to 41 million. Now the last character was LennyLight, the newest character. I didn't play too much Genshin in the last month, but I did play LennyLight's story quest and I actually really like it. I just didn't roll for the character. I think the reason why I didn't roll for the character because I don't have her teams. I don't have her teammates. I remember in March, Genshin Impact launched Varka and also Flynn rerun. And then towards April, they also had like Skirk and Escofia rerun. And then at the end of April, they had Llama and Nefer rerun. So a lot of reruns. New characters are only like Varka, LennyLight. There's also no new Archon quests. There's just like new like world quests, exploration quests. So I thought that Genshin was going to be in its downtime. But you know, LennyLight kind of exceeded my expectations. She was a lot more popular than I expected. Another like reason or defense some people give is that Genshin Impact is earning more because there are like less free-to-play pulls. That might be true. That might have some scientific backing to it. But even in like Genshin low times, they're still earning like, they're still doing better than like Endfield Wuthering Waves with Zenless Zone Zero. Doing better than all the newly launched games and also the anniversary games. Now all of those also had like a lot of like free-to-play pulls. So that might be a factor. Honkai Star Rail is also in its anniversary season 2, and that did not stop them from going crazy. I think the biggest reason is that Silver Wolf character, level 99, level 999, is just everywhere. It's just with Hatsune Miku. They got 2 songs with Miku. I mean, I know those are like covers and all that, but dude, it's still new video. Crazy marketing. Silver Wolf is definitely like a mainstream household character icon. While other games are okay, I guess. Hiyuki is pretty popular. Genshin LennyLight feels a bit kind of like a filler character, but somehow still doing good. So looking at this chart, you know, the best 2 gacha games are these 2 gods, and the rest are just okay, I guess. So what does this gacha revenue even tell us? I think one observation I have is that Endfield might be joining the ranks of the top tier gacha games. Usually the top 4 we save for like the mix and the open world mainstream type of gacha games is like Star Rail, Genshin, Wuthering Waves, and Zenless. I think Endfield is part of the conversation and equation now. And the next step is to see how NTE performs. And also in the last gacha revenue video, I talk about how the entire industry is kind of like is kind of like losing revenue due to global economy not being too good. But right now we're seeing a lot of greens. We're seeing a lot of increase. And if you look at here, I scroll down, it's mostly green. I think last month was just like a downtime. Maybe economy, stock market is going good. In the next month, the market is correcting itself. So hooray for free market. And let me know in the comments what y'all think, and I'll see y'all next time.